Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. We've got a huge shopping haul. We went to Aldi, Jim went to Aldi. I was gonna go to Aldi today and then I hurt my back and then we didn't have anybody to watch the dog, so it was like...
Excuses.
You know I wanted to go, I was crying. So I'm gonna come in and say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Hi everybody.
Feels like a great position.
Oh, not for me. It's hurting me a little bit. Lean this way, there you go. There you go.
No,
That's not good too? Okay. So first we're going to start with the cold stuff like we always do, because you got to get your cold stuff away or else you have meltdown, my father used to say. Jim picked up 2 bags of broccoli florets, frozen, steamer. Everything's going back in the bag. Okay. We also picked up 2 bags of Brussels sprouts. These are the best Brussels sprouts. They're sweet and tender. I feel like they're from like the winter time. They're harvested. I don't know when, but they're really good. Then he picked up 2 of the organic corn. This is steamer bags of kernel corn, whole kernel corn, and he said he just didn't realize that they said organic. So they might have had the other ones, he just didn't know. So probably ended up paying a little bit more for that. Okay. We picked up 3 chicken cordon bleus because we have not had these in a very long time. And Mom has really not wanted them for a while, so maybe we'll see if it's been so long. Maybe she's in the mood to have one again. It's been a long time. We found these and they looked so interesting. And yes, they seem like they're a lot of money if you can put your whole self together. I don't know how to say that otherwise, but this is from Tyson. This is a beef roast, like basically a pot roast stew. It comes with an onion, carrots, potatoes, celery, like everything that goes in the pot. It has instructions. This one for the beef roast was $12.95 and it's for almost 2 pounds of beef. Here this beef is $5.99 a pound, so it's only like an extra 20 or so cents, or maybe even $1 to get all these veg already prepped for me. Anyway, and then we also picked up in a pork roast. This is a pork roast, same thing, pork loin roast, and it comes with carrots, red potatoes. This one doesn't have celery, I believe. I think it's just onion, potato, and carrots, which of course we can have them like a roast, or we can do anything we want with them. So that's those. Let me get them here. Those are going straight in the freezer. No prep needed, which is kind of cool. You know, we always cut down the chicken and the big meats, but now we have no prep on that, which is cool. Jim picked up another package of their knockwurst. He really likes these. We had them for dinner last night. They're actually pretty good. He did toast, he grilled them, and the one, like on the one grill side was just grilled a little too much for like boo-boo mouth, but I ended up giving the grilled pieces to the dog. He's not really supposed to have a lot of processed meat, but a little bit's not gonna really do any damage, okay? He picked up ground beef. Now we had 2 choices for ground beef that were around what we would use and more economical than Walmart. Unfortunately, he ended up buying both of them. So I told him if they had 93 lean, which is what we get at Walmart, we get it in a 4.5 pound package. And at Walmart it comes to like $5.79 a pound, and this was $5.29 a pound. Something like that. I got my glasses, hold on. It was cheaper basically at Aldi. Yeah, this was $5.99 a pound. So at Walmart it was $6.79 a pound. It was $27 for 4.5 pounds. But when they tell you price per pound. So we ended up getting 2 1 pounds of these. But I had told them if they didn't have this, because sometimes they're out of stock, just to get one of the 90-10. And the 90-10 is in a 2 pound pack. This is fine. This will be really great for meatloaf. We use 2 pounds when we make meatloaf. So that's all ready to go. And again, no more prep. We don't quite have tons of room in the refrigerator for this, so that part we'll have to figure it out. We also picked up our chicken there because chicken there was cheaper as well. Chicken there was $2.29 a pound for boneless, skinless chicken breasts. At Walmart, it was $2.79 a pound, which when you're getting a big pack like this of, what is this? 4, 5, 7, 12, how many pounds? 4 pounds, 3.5 pounds. Yeah, maybe actually it looks like it's 3 pounds exactly. When you're getting 3 pounds exactly, that's $1.50 difference, and that's a huge thing when you're saving pinching pennies. $1.50 is a lot. You would knock over an old lady for a $1.50 coupon, I'm just saying. We also picked up some pork steaks. These are pork shoulder steaks. These are kind of like famous in this area of the country. I've mentioned it plenty of times. Every time we get pork steaks, I have to mention the story about Mr. Schnook, who owned the grocery store, who created the pork steak by cutting up a pork shoulder, but blah, 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 blah. Now we have some refrigerator stuff. We got all kinds of produce, but that can wait because that's not really like that sensitive like the milk is, which I don't see the milk. Okay, so I'm sorry about that. Back to the cold stuff. We found a whole bunch more. So we of course got our milk. My favorite milk is from ALDI. I don't know if there's gonna be an ALDI by where I live close enough to get milk every time I need milk, but we will definitely try. Okay. This is 1 gallon of whole milk. That's what my family drinks. I picked this up for pup cups and for ice cream and all those kinds of things. We have strawberries. Mom likes strawberries and whipped cream on a little cake once in a while, so we'll see. You know, whipped cream is whipped cream. Picked up 2 of the regular sort of like American butter. This is sweet cream butter, aka salted butter. And then we picked up 2 bricks, which is 1 pound of Kerrygold knockoff. This is basically, they call it Irish butter, but it actually is really good and really, really, really close. I really can't taste the difference, but I'm not a connoisseur like Mom is. Jim picked up egg whites. These are the cage-free, and I think they were just a few dollars more than the regular, but that's not a problem. We don't care. But we had a quiche, and we kind of used all of Mom's egg whites, and we want to do a little bit of meal prep, so we're going to need some more. Jimmy got a pumpkin spice creamer from ALDI brand. I'm sure he's super excited about it. What?
I think I know where the eggs are now.
Oh, in here?
There's another box down here, and it's all lightweight stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They had these at ALDI that looked like they were cheaper than Walmart. I got to look at the receipt though, because when I put the shopping in the online, that shows you the pickup price, and they always charge you more at pickup than they do when you go in the store. But Jimmy's a visual shopping list person, so I always like to get into the shopping list like I was going to order it because it's got pictures on it. So it's easier for him to find the pictures than to try to figure out which of which I want, you know. So he said they didn't have the meat lovers because I was going to get meat lovers. Just a quick breakfast, you know, like sometimes me and my home health aide are just like doing tons of stuff and there's no time for breakfast. So this is a quick like 1.5 minutes total. And these are bacon lovers. Thank you. 3 dozen eggs. Okay.
Yeah.
So we picked up 3 dozen eggs. These are the golden hen. These are our favorite. You want to leave them? I'll put them in the thing for you, or
I'll do it here in a second.
okay. You want to take this last one? Golden hen eggs are the ones that we get here in Missouri, but you know, all these eggs are always, the quality is always great and the price is always the best. Okay. So we love their chicken salad, their classic chicken salad, or sometimes I get the chicken salad from Walmart, but it's really gotten very expensive chicken salad. It's kind of bizarre, but it's one of those easy grab and go things. Well, I did some price comparing, and they have this 4-pack of single cups, and it ends up ounce for ounce less than the big container of the pound of chicken salad. So we ended up getting this. This is 4 single servings of chicken salad classic. They also sell the cranberry almond one like that too, but I haven't been able to eat that in a while because of the almonds. I have a lot of issue when there's like a crunchy thing mixed in with my soft things, and I forget sometimes, and then it gets stuck in the roof of my mouth and it hurts. My favorite yogurt, Oreo's favorite yogurt. It is the Friendly Farms high protein yogurt. This is vanilla, and this is the mixed berry. They're blended yogurts, so they're ready to go. Every once in a while in the summertime, I would freeze one of these and just give it to her cold, right out of the freezer, so that she can have her little frozen treat. They're very low in sugar, no artificial sweeteners, I believe I read that once. But Greek yogurt's really good for dogs, so if you're interested, that's what you need to know. Jim picked up this pumpkin pie spread. I think it's supposed to be butter, not whipped cream. I mean, not cream cheese. So, but I'm pretty sure it's the pumpkin pie butter, which, of course, he's probably going to have on a pumpkin bagel. And if he doesn't have pumpkin bagel, he'll make a pumpkin bagel by adding that to it, right? Yeah. I got 1 block of cream cheese. I needed 2, but he didn't see the 2 on the list. It could be my mistake. It could be his. It's not a big deal. But I still have to place an order for Walmart. So what we're trying to do is get everything we can at ALDI cheaper. Did a price comparison. Things that were cheaper at Walmart, we just left them. And cream cheese is one of them that was cheaper at ALDI, but not by a ton, so it's okay. He also got himself some hummus. We love this hummus. It's like around $2. This is the roasted garlic. This is great. Jim loves it with his pretzel chips, these things. He loves it with these. I like it with just vegetables. I like, if celery is my like go-to when I can crunch, I take the strings out and stuff. When I feel like I can crunch. Otherwise, he's just been having this by himself. So there's your hummus. There's the hummus. Before I get into the veg, I'm going to show you the deli meats and try to get those away. Braunschweiger, which is basically liverwurst. It's just a different name for it. I know it's the Dutch kitchen is the way that the translation is, but this is the German kitchen. I'm sorry, is the translation here. Deutsch. I know, that's why I corrected myself. It's German. I didn't translate it is what I was trying to do, and I forgot to. So my family loves these, so we got 2 of them. And he's funny because Jimmy's just like, will take a chunk and come in the bedroom with a chunk of liverwurst. I'm like, okay, I'll like it. Go for it. Sorry. At our ALDI now, we have a bigger ALDI and has a lot of choices for lunch meat. It didn't used to. It only used to have a fair bit. Now it's got tons. So they still sell these packages. This is a rotisserie style chicken. I actually bought an Oscar Mayer rotisserie style chicken last time from Walmart last month. I didn't care for it. It had a really hard texture on my tongue. And that in combination with the salt was just a no-go for me. But Jim ate it and loved it. So he said he wanted to get more. So that's more. I wanted to try this. This is a chicken breast. It says it's oven roasted. I think it's an oven roasted chicken breast. And this is by Castle. I don't know. It looks like it says Castle Hood, but I don't know. I can't tell. So I got this, and that's a pound. And then we also offer these sliced, kind of like pre-sliced like they do at Walmart. This is Black Forest ham. It comes in half-pound packages, so he got 2 packages of
Stuff.
what, honey?
Good stacking stuff.
I'm trying to keep like items together. So like this is the lunch meat. And we also needed Swiss cheese. This Jim does sometimes Havarti, sometimes Swiss. We also put Swiss cheese on the Hawaiian schnitzel, if you guys remember. So this is Swiss cheese. You get 7 ounces for, I think, a couple of bucks. And, you know, Jim likes it, and it helps keep him regular because otherwise, you know, cheese has the opposite effect on him. One thing we're gonna have for dinner one night this week is I found they had the 3 cheese tortellini. I do remember that Mom loves the fresh tortellini. We're getting an garlic Alfredo sauce from Aldi, but I might just do it with butter and garlic. I don't know. I'm gonna ask her. She wasn't here when we were planning the meals, but definitely got these. This is a big package. I think this is a 2-pound package. Did I misplace my glasses again? I might have. Here, you guys look how big that is. That's how big it is. And it's supposed to stay in the refrigerator. Right, Jim? This is refrigerated? That wasn't shelf stable, right? Okay. This wasn't shelf stable. This was in the refrigerator?
No.
That one was in the shelf?
Oh, no, this was pretty good.
Okay.
Okay.
And the other new thing they have at my ALDI now is they started to sell the herbs. This is the same herbs that they sell at Walmart and at Kroger, or sometimes at Kroger. Kroger sometimes has their own. But this is fresh mint, fresh thyme, and fresh rosemary. I'm going to go ahead and store these in their bundle packages. I feel like, I know it's a kind of a double-step process, but I don't think we can food prep today because it's also just so much to do. And it's a lot of groceries today. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to put everything the best way we can away today and food prep everything tomorrow. Just basically prep for the fridge, prep for the freezer, that kind of thing. I picked up mini cucumbers. I found out they're a really good snack for the dog. I wish I could have cucumbers again. They really have a really tough... They really have a really tough skin that hurts me a lot. So I don't have that opportunity. We got again, celery. I saw that somebody stuffed peanut butter in celery and froze it for their dog. Oreo likes me to peel the strings off the celery or else I find them all over my carpet.
Still find it all over your carpet.
So, got that for her. Also picked up 2 pounds of carrots to put in her homemade dog food, which I'm going to share with you this time. The 2 pounds of the big carrots, basically, of regular whole carrots, not the baby kind. Okay? And then we got our favorite button mushrooms. This is 8 ounces of white button mushrooms. All of this stuff I have to prep, not only for cooking, but you prep it for your refrigerator space. I know I've had videos on this before. If you guys are interested, I may be able to do it again. These are the asparagus that we always get and love. Mom loves these. She's going to be excited. I'm sorry. Mom loves these and she's going to be excited. All I do is pop open the top, and I asked Jimmy to stand these up next to the milk.
I can't stand up. What do you want me to stand up?
We got our 1 pound of green beans. Again, fresh green beans. They're great for the dog. They're great for the humans. I picked up 3 zucchinis. They come like this in a package. He got organic again, which probably was more money. I know it was more money, but I don't know by how much. But there are 3 green zucchinis, and again, that's going to go in one of her meal preps. Bell peppers. Has been a long time since I've had them. My family doesn't normally eat them, and since I'm cooking again, I've been jonesing. I actually have a pound of ground, like sweet Italian sausage, or mild Italian sausage, excuse me, that I'm going to make a sausage and pepper pasta with. We've got our favorite strawberries and blueberries. Now we just wash them together and we dry them together. And they go in the compote or they stay in the container together. Again, these are really good for the dog. I did find out something, that the benefits that you get from berries is counteracted with bananas. A new study came out that said if you put bananas in your berry smoothie, it takes away all the great, I don't know if antioxidant is the word, but what the great, like, I think it's phenols, and that has, I don't know. Anyway, look it up. If I remember to find it, if I find it, I'll put it in the link in the description box down below. But that's the latest and the greatest. Got a mango. Haven't had one in an age. Jimmy did a good job. It's not the best mango in the whole world, but I wasn't there to see.
Better than any other one.
I wasn't there to see if any of them were worse, and he just confirmed that was the best one that was there. We got a cantaloupe. I'm gonna cut this cantaloupe this time, and put it in a bowl for Mom to keep in the refrigerator so she could pick on it. And then Jim got a small hand of bananas.
Don't forget, the refrigerator is now overflowing. Yeah.
I don't think anything else goes in the refrigerator but the berries and the yogurt. Jim got some red delicious apples. These are his favorite apples. Are you planning on doing any dippings or anything, or just to snack on?
I might do a yogurt dip.
Okay. I did find a recipe for apple donuts where you dip the apple into like the pancake batter and stick it in the fryer. Bye. Okay, I'm back. Now we're just gonna get into the groceries. The first thing that I'm allowed to pick up, but it's gonna be really hard, is a gallon of vinegar. So we do use vinegar for lots of things, but mostly cleaning, pickling and salads and stuff. But since I can't have vinegar, sorry. That was fake and then it turned real. Because I can't really have vinegar, I'm missing out on all my favorite salads. But we did get the gallon. I think the last time we bought a gallon was a year ago. What, honey?
What favorite salad?
A 3-bean salad. And then the cucumber salad.
Cucumber salad.
And then cucumber, I said, and then cucumber salad. I can't have either one.
Yeah.
I like 3-bean. I said my favorite salad. It's about me for a second, just for a second.
Okay.
Okay. All right. The next was Mom's favorite bread. It's a whole grain white. We get this at Aldi. They also sell some whole grain white at Walmart, but we like the Aldi better. Really, Mom was eating that before we moved here, so I just assumed that's her favorite. Let's see. I wanted to get some honey buns. I will tell you about the honey buns and the cereal in a minute, and I'll tell you why. But I got some honey buns because I have been really needing sugar fixations. I basically have lots of sugar crashes these days, and back on diabetes medicine. It's kind of like make me. So I wanted to tell you about the honey buns. I said now I'm back on diabetes medication. I find myself having a lot of lows. Not always. So I have to have like quick kind of carb meals. Not like juice spike lows, like they don't get lat low, but it does feel like quick, Jerry, have a bowl of cereal or have a snack cake. No, I didn't even touch them yet. I'm sorry. Just the bread. It's the only thing I did. The honey buns are soft, and that's really what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find soft, kind of cakey, sweet things. If I just need a snack, if I need a whole meal, I get a bowl of cereal. So what I picked was the one with gluten. I'm sorry, it does have gluten, but it's my favorite. Golden grams were always my favorite, and the honey grams from Aldi are just as good. Their crispy rice, also awesome. And their cornflakes are also top notch. And these are things are all like they're gluten free, and then they like, so something like this will slowly elevate my blood sugar. It won't spike it hard like this would do. This gives me like quick, and this gives me like a slow carb. Like, oh my God, I didn't have carbs today. That's why I feel dizzy. Can you make me a bowl of cereal or something like that? So don't follow me as an example, but just think of like, if I could teach you that sometimes you need a quick, sweet bump, and sometimes you need a slow, sweet, you know? Jim got his favorite Chewy Chips, Chocolate Chips Ahoy. No, they're not Chips Ahoy. They're Benton's Chewy Chocolate Chip Cookies. Those are his favorite because he also likes soft things. Mom got her 100-calorie pack chocolate chip cookie snacks. They did change the box, so if you're a person who bought these before in the Fit and Active line, they are now in a different box. That's blue.
Oh yeah.
So we got some Melville's breakfast cereal bars. These are fruit and grain bars. Jim got a mixed berry, and he got an apple. And then the other thing we found, they gave me these at wound care one day when I was having a low. They're mini packs. So there's a pack of 10 little mini cereal bars are in these packs. And we got apple. All right, be nice, baby. Jim also found pumpkin Belvita bars, so he had to get them. I don't know what the price was. They were not on the list, but I don't mind.
Oh, stop being a crazy girl.
Now I found 2 bars. I don't know that he got the right ones, but I'll try. This is the advanced, and these are the keto protein bars. Like, so these do have nuts in them, but I know I found out yesterday that if I eat them slow, like with my front teeth, it's okay. I just can't like a, you know, I like snack on it slow and steady, because there are peanuts in there, but every once in a while. It's mostly peanut butter nougat. And then these are meal replacement bars. These are also keto friendly. These ones are peanut butter with the peanut butter nougat. It's basically peanut butter nougat, peanut butter, and chocolate on top. And those are.
Are you making you too?
Yeah, I am. Thanks. I picked up 2. I had Jimmy pick up 2 of these. I like these for when I can't even swallow a vegetable. These are pear, mixed berry, beet, and flaxseed. And they're organic baby food in these little pouches. And I can actually keep them in bed with me if I can't sleep at night and I feel like, sometimes I wake up because I'm hungry and my stomach's like, bleh. So I keep these by the bed with some peanut butter, and then I can just snack and go back to sleep. The last cereal that I forgot to show you was basically the cinnamon version of Life. It's called Balanced Multigrain, and it is like Cinnamon Life, and Jim and I both love Cinnamon Life, so rock on. He picked up some applesauce. I think this is unsweetened applesauce. I hope that's unsweetened applesauce. I don't know. Oh, it's original applesauce. It's not cinnamon. That's the difference. Mom wanted some of this cheese dip from Clancy's. This is her favorite. She likes to stick nachos in here and let them sit for a while so they can soften up a little bit. We got a double batch of honey. The little bear is like 8 ounces, and this is like 24, 12 and 24, I think. Or 14 and 24, whatever. But we got the big honey. And then finally, the last thing we picked up is Jim's sliced pickled beets in a drawer. And that's everything. Yay, we did it. Woohoo, we did it. I will try to take a picture of the receipt and put it here on the end so you guys can have an idea of what we spent. If you guys have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to share this video with friends and family. Anybody you know might be interested in seeing what I bought at ALDI. And as always, you guys, if nobody's told you your love today, you'd always come by and hear how much I love you, because I love you guys for real. As always, take care. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye. Bye, Jim. Bye.
Awesome. There you go. You're welcome. Yeah, it's not terribly. Oh.
See what's inside.
Yep, now she's ready to come inside.